Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new video and thank you for all your support on the last video. I was watching it a few days ago and I noticed how good it was and I was amazed, and the support that I got and the response, I was shocked, and I really appreciate the support. Thank you guys. Yeah, you're awesome. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please guys subscribe right there. Boop. Yeah, subscribe. Do that. Let's get it started. What is Sun in Gemini? Okay. Well, let's break it down. What the sign Gemini signifies. Well, the sign Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is about your logical intelligence. Okay? And Mercury rules two signs. One is Virgo, the second is Gemini. Virgo is Mercury's Motricorn sign. Okay? Motricorn sign is a Vedic astrology term, which is simply just a planet where it feels most comfortable. So Mercury's Motricorn sign is Virgo. Mercury feels really good in Virgo. That he feels his highest. Is actually exalted. So yeah, Mercury feels awesome. And Mercury in Gemini is just his second house. It's like it's okay. It's my house right here. I could mess around here. So that's what it means. But the sign of Gemini is about communication. It's about sharing thoughts between two people. It's about expressing ideas and making something happen. Okay? That's what it signifies. Gemini is about the communication and the ideas. The sign of Virgo is the one who takes the ideas and organizes it. Virgo is like, yup, this is right. Yup, this is wrong. But this is right. And this is right too, but this is wrong. See, Virgo is the one who organizes it. Virgo is the part of your logical intelligence who organize. That's what the sign Virgo means. The sign of Gemini is just the communication and the thought and the what if process of a person. Okay? And Mercury is very playful. It's a very playful sign. Why? Because it's a representation of the twins. The twins right here. Yep, it's a representation of the twins. And as you can see, I got strong Gemini influence. But this video is not about me, okay? Yeah. So, but people get this confused about two twins coming together, and that's not true. It's a man and a woman coming together in one. Okay, so they very you could say sexual. You could say, and Sun is your image to the world. Okay, it's the way you express yourself. It's the way when you talk to somebody, how you express yourself. It's your soul, because it's your soul. Okay. For example, Sun and Taurus, the way people will see them and the way the person going to express themselves is through their glamorous look, okay? Their shades, their cars, okay? Because Sun and Taurus feels like their personality is attached to material, okay? That's what happens. So when Sun goes into the sign of Gemini, what happens? Well, their personality, the way they express themselves, their ego, is through their communication. Okay, so what happens is that the sign of Gemini gets heated, you could say, gets hot. So what Sun does, it bursts this person's thought process. Okay, it bursts this person's thought process. They talking about this, they talking about skydiving, they talking about going to Las Vegas, and they want to do this, and then they sad, and then they happy. That's what Gemini does. Okay, and that's why people think that the sign of Gemini, they're two-faced because they think they're twins. No, it's not that. It's that the mental capacity is quite high because Sun is making it active in them. It's not the same if Mercury, the owner of the sign Gemini, is sitting in that sign, because Mercury know how to control the sign of Gemini, but Sun doesn't. But it's a good sign. It's a good sign for Sun. What Sun does, it express a lot of thoughts, and what happens, the person who have Sun in Gemini become quite mimicking. That's why people think they have two-face and multiple personality, but it's not that. It's that they attach to the thoughts that they're thinking. Sun and Gemini could attach to it and become that. Okay, they mimic. They make great actors because actors require a lot of communication. Okay, so their ego is basically expressed through their communication, and you will feel it. Okay, you will feel a sun in Gemini. And to determine what type of communication a person will have in Sun in Gemini is to see where Mercury is at, because Mercury is the owner of the sign of Gemini, and Mercury is going to tell Sun what to do exactly and what to speak about. Okay, so let's say Mercury is in the sign of Cancer while Sun is in the sign of Gemini. What happens? Well, Mercury is sitting in the sign of emotions. Okay, so Mercury is telling Sun, look, I'm in the sign of emotion and caring. Okay, and what I want you to do is communicate about this. I want you to communicate about emotion, about caring, about saving lives. So what happens is that Sun will communicate about emotion if Mercury is in Cancer. That's what happens, okay? You need to look at Mercury and where it plays at. Let's say if Sun is in Gemini and Jupiter is sitting in his own house of Sagittarius, okay? Which is about higher knowledge, okay? And wisdom, and getting the true meaning of life. It's about religion as well. So if Jupiter aspect of Gemini, what happens is a person will communicate about religion, about higher learning and wisdom. Okay, aspects and the Lord of Sun, where it's sitting, will change how Sun will act in your personality. Every little thing like that will change the Sun. Okay, that's very important. Very important. And I want to remind people that relationship is not seen through the Sun. Sun has nothing to do about your way to compromise in a relationship. Girls be like, or guys too, oh, all Geminis, they cheat. All Scorpios, they're player, they're creepy. No. Relationship is seen through Venus. Okay? Just because Sun is in Gemini represents the twin doesn't mean that they're a player. It don't work like that. Everybody is so multi-dimensional with all the planets. Never judge a person with one planet. There's so much to it. And since Sun represents your father could have been in a communicative field. He could have been a very communicative person, and you could have been as well very communicative with him, And he instilled a lot of communication in you abilities as well. And when it comes to jobs and career, you could be in any career that involves communication, because especially the media too, like acting, a salesman, or, your own business, you communicate a lot, advertising yourself, any type of form of communication where a job requires you to communicate. That's where you feel at your best. Why? Because your whole personality and image and ego is expressed through your communication. And you love communication because it's very heated in you, and it's quite positive. So, yeah. And if you haven't subscribed yet, guys, you know what to do. Boop. And peace out, guys. See you in the next video.